Hi, welcome to Milk and Honey Heritage Farms, and I'm Heather. Today we're gonna make steak fried steak. So basically what it is it's cube steak, and I'm gonna bread it and fry it up and make some mashed potatoes and gravy and some fixins, and so come along with me. All right, so on a medium heat, what I've got is some oil, whatever kind of oil you like. You don't wanna get it too hot and popping. I'm going to turn it down just a little bit. All right, so then what you want to do is you want to get some flour. Let me get you over here so you can see. And with the flour, what you're going to do is you're going to add whatever seasonings that you like. I'm going to put some garlic salt. It looks like a lot, but I'm going to mix it in. I'm going to put some pepper. And like I said, you can put whatever seasonings that you like in it. And then in the eggs, I'm also going to put some seasonings in it as well. And you don't want to add too much salt or too many seasonings that it overpowers the taste of the meal that you're trying to do. Okay, so then with the eggs, well, first of all, let's kind of mix up this flour with the seasonings in it. Just like that. And the egg, you're gonna wanna beat it, stirring up, so in a circular motion to get the yolk and everything, all the seasonings and all that intertwined, mixed well together as well as you can. Doesn't have to be perfect. All right, so there's that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my fried steak, and I unthawed it so it's cold and it's ready to, so first you want to dip it into the seasoned flour and kind of pat it, flip it around, see if there's any spots that you mixed. Kind of pat it. You don't want any big chunks of flour on it, but you do want it coated. So see how it's just lightly coated, and then you're gonna dip it on both sides into your egg mixture. Kind of let some of the extra egg come off, and then you're going to, again, put it back into the flour. And you don't want to rub this now that it has the egg on it, because you don't want to rub off the flour or the egg, right? So it looks like that, and then you're gonna put it in the pan. And you're gonna let it cook until it's like a golden brown. And then once it's a golden brown on the one side, you're gonna turn it the other way and do the other side. So I'm gonna do the rest of my pieces of meat and get those going in the pan, and I'll bring you back to see what's next. All right, you see that? See how it's golden brown? I've turned it. Don't be afraid to use spices, because you don't want to have bland food, but don't overpower your food with any particular spice. So doing little taste tests and whatnot. You can always add more seasoning when it's done as well. And so what I did is I used some generic non-stick spray on a cookie sheet. I've set my temperature to a low setting on my stove, so that way I can pop my cookie sheet of these into the oven. And I'm just gonna have it on the low setting while I get all the rest of the stuff for dinner together, like the mashed potatoes and the gravy and all the things that I'm gonna be adding into the meal. So I thought I'd share that with you. And it's easy as pie, fried steak, right? And also by putting these in the oven for, it'll probably be about 15-20 minutes. It'll ensure that these are cooked all the way through. These are pretty much cooked all the way currently, but I just want to double make sure. because I don't want to have any raw meat. So there you go. And I'll show you some end photos of some home canned peaches and mashed potatoes and gravy and what we'll have on our dinner plate. So I hope you enjoyed this, and please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful day. All right, let's take a little peek inside the oven and see how they're doing. Oh, look at that. Looking good, looking good. So you can do this with cube steak, chicken, pretty much any kind of meat. You're just basically breading it. So you take your thin sliced meat and you dip it in seasoned flour. And then after that, some egg and then some flour to get a little bit more extra crispiness. You can also use a thing called panko to use mixed with the flour, or just panko itself. It's to help make things crispier when you're cooking them. And don't use too much oil when you're frying them, because you don't want to have too much greasiness going on, right? So there those are, sitting in there, making sure they're cooking all the way through while I get all the rest of the stuff ready. Thank you. Hope you enjoy. All right, so I've got some homemade Spanish rice, mashed potatoes, and the fried steak. We're gonna top it off with some brown gravy. Some on there. Don't be shy to use some gravy now. And then I'll cut into the fried steaks to give you a little bit of a peek of what it looks like. And there you have it. See that? Pretty good stuff. I'll taste it. Pretty good. And some homemade peaches with light syrup. Cooking at home is the way to go. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.